Start seated. And then reach forward and roll down to your back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in towards your chest, hug in. Extend your left leg, keep your right knee in, and come into a half happy baby. Sole of the foot reaching up towards the sky, left hand on your left thigh. Then bend your left knee, cross your right ankle over your left thigh for a reclined figure 4. Interlace your hands around the back of your left hamstring or around your left shin. Make sure your right foot is flexed and your toes are spread. Relax. Then bring your left foot to the floor, arms out into a T, and then tip your knees all the way over to the left. So the sole of your right foot comes to the floor, right knee up to the sky. Breathe here. Bring the knees back to the center. Bring your elbows next to your ribs and lift your hips up for a bridge pose with the figure 4 leg crossed over. Lower your hips to the floor, gather your knees in and squeeze. Keep your left knee in, extend your right leg along the floor, and then take a half happy baby on the left side. And then bend your right knee, foot to the floor, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, and then draw the knees in, interlace your hands around the right leg, and breathe. Again, left foot is flexed, toes are spread. Relax. Foot to the floor, arms out into a T, and then tip your knees over to the right. The sole of your left foot comes to the floor, left knee pointed up to the sky. Relax. Bring your knees back to the center, elbows next to you. Inhale, and then exhale, boost your hips up, bridge pose with the figure 4 leg. Stretch the fronts of your hip flexors. Lower your hips to the floor, gather your knees in. Extend your legs up and your arms up. Inhale, lift your head and your shoulders up. Exhale, reach your arms forward. With your inhale, rock into Navasana, boat pose, balance on your sitting bones. And then exhale, feet to the floor. Bring your hands behind you and then cross your right ankle over your left thigh for a seated figure 4 pose. And then heel toe your left foot over to the right side of your mat. Lift your heart and see if you can come into a double pigeon pose, stacking the shins as much as you can. Keep your feet flexed and then fold over your legs, hands to the soles of your feet. Rise up. Uncross your legs, come to Navasana, boat pose, balance on your sitting bones, heart lifted, feet to the floor. Arms behind you, cross the left ankle over your right thigh and stretch. Seated figure 4. And then heel toe the right foot over to the left side of your mat and come into double pigeon. Keep your heart lifted, stack your shins as much as you can, keep your feet flexed, hands to the soles of your feet, and fold. Rise up. Come into Navasana again, boat pose, arms parallel to the floor. Now widen your knees, look down, plant your feet, and rise up to stand. See if you can do it without using your hands on the floor. Reach your arms up, stand up. Exhale, fold over your legs, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, open up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel high, down dog split, bend your knees, stack your hip. Inhale, straighten the legs, square the hip. Exhale, step forward, lunge. Drop your back knee, open up the right knee, and twist the right arm to the back of your mat for a lizard lunge. Come back to the center, plant your hands down, lift up your back knee, and then hover your right knee on the outside of your right tricep, and then lay the shin down for pigeon pose. Inhale, lift your heart up, and exhale, fold. So here, grab a little pillow and rest your forehead down and relax. Feel the stretch in your outer hip on the right side, and keep your right foot engaged and the inner thighs squeezing towards each other. Bring your hands under your shoulders, lift up, and then move your right shin so it's more parallel to the front edge of your mat, as long as it's okay with your knee, and then fold forward. So this is the placement of the front shin for flying pigeon. So we'll see how it feels in this position. And then lift up, bring your shin back on a little angle. Lean forward a little bit onto your forearms and see if you can lift your back leg up behind you. This is a modified version of flying pigeon. Leg to the floor, hands under your shoulders, step back plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel high, bend your knee, stack your hips. Straighten your legs, square your hip. Exhale, step forward, lunge. Lower your back knee down to the ground, open the left knee, and then twist. Left arm reaches towards the back of your mat. Bring your hands back to the center, plant your palms, lift your back knee, and then hover your left foot off the floor, knee into your tricep. Then lay the shin down, pigeon pose. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Again, enjoy the stretch. Grab a little pillow or a bolster. Rest your head down and relax. Opening up through the left hip. Keep the foot engaged, especially on the front foot. And then rise up, see if you can move that shin more parallel to the front edge of your mat. This is a big external rotation. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Cast your heart over your shin and relax. Rise up, move the shin back on an angle. Lean onto your forearms and then launch forward. Lift your back leg up. Use your glutes, use your hamstring muscles. Good. Foot to the floor, hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high, look forward. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Root into your feet, rise all the way up. Stretch your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands together at your heart. Anjali Mudra. Now cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Bend your knee for Buddha pose. Ekapada Galavasana prep. Hands at your heart. Bring your hands to the floor or to a prop. And then press the ball of your right foot into the bicep of your left arm and snuggle in deep so that your heart is moving over your shin. Now rise back up to stand, knee to your chest. Hinge forward, hands to the floor. Stretch your right leg behind you, standing split. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Straighten your legs, square the hip, and then sneak the right foot over the left foot for a crossed ankle uttanasana. And fold here. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Pop up onto the ball of your right foot and roll up to stand eagle pose. Arms up, and then sweep your right elbow under your left elbow. Sit down for Garudasana. You can keep the foot to the floor or wrap the foot around the back calf. Unwind your legs, stand in Tadasana, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands together at your heart. Transfer the weight to your right foot. Cross the left ankle over your right thigh for Buddha. Bend your knees, hands at your heart. Breathe. Then reach forward and down for the floor or to a prop and press the ball of your left foot into the bicep of your right arm. That'll increase the stretch on your hip. Snuggle in deep. Slowly rise up, hands at your heart, left knee to your chest. Inhale, exhale, hinge, hands to the floor, standing split. Bend your knees, stack your hip. Knee to your chest, sneak the left foot over the right foot for a crossed ankle uttanasana and fold. Pop onto the ball of your left foot, bend both knees and roll yourself up to stand. Reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, left elbow under right for eagle pose. Wrap it up, bend your knees, cross your left knee over your right, maybe wrap the foot around the back calf. Unwind your legs, step down, reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now step back to the middle of your mat. Make sure you have a crash pad in front of you for flying pigeon. Cross the right ankle over your left thigh. Sit down deep into Buddha. Bring your hands to the floor and then wrap your right toes around the left upper arm. Snuggle in deep so the shin comes as close to your armpits as you can. Look forward, lean forward, make a chaturanga shelf and pick up your back foot. And then lift your back leg back behind you. Go slow, keep looking forward. Bring the leg back down to the floor, stand up nice and slow, hands together at your heart, and then release your legs down. Second side, cross the left ankle over your right thigh, sit back for Buddha, hands at your heart. Fold in deep, hands to the floor, and then wrap your left toes around your right upper arm. Place your hands, snuggle, shin into the armpits, lean forward, and then lift your back foot off the floor. Slowly stretch your leg back, behind you, flying pigeon. Bring the foot back down to the floor nice and slow. Stand up, stay focused, hands together at your heart. Release your foot to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Now take your feet hip width distance apart and step on your hands to release your wrists. Bend your knees as much as you need to and relax. Bring your hands to the floor, step your way back to downward facing dog and stretch. And then bring your knees to the floor, rest back in child's pose, balasana. Roll up to sit and Vandrasana, hands together at your heart. Namaste.